Hi, everybody. Happy Wednesday, March 26th. Can you believe it? It's almost April. I'm so excited. It's Ann Verillo here with stampwithann.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Auburn, New York. I hope you guys are having a fantastic week. I'm excited because spring is here and we're getting out of that cold weather, although it did flurry a little bit this morning, and so there was a little bit of snow on the ground, but not much. It's kind of going away because the sun is coming out. So anyways, if you're joining me live, let me have a comment so I can see where you guys are watching from. And if you're watching the replay, make sure you comment and let me know where you're watching from as well. I love to go back and see the comments. And if you're watching me on my YouTube channel and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe, and then after that hit the little bell so you get notifications of when I go live. And same for Facebook. If you're watching me on Facebook and not following me, make sure you follow me and give me a thumbs up and let me know if you guys like this video. So anyways, it's Wednesday, March 26th. I'm halfway through the week. Today, I'm going to share the second card in my weekly card class kit to go, and I'm featuring the Textured Notes bundle this week. Now, these are really super simple cards, just not a lot of complexity. So if you're a new card maker, stamper, these would be right up your alley. So they're very simple to create, and they're just gorgeous. The designer series paper, the Woven Textures DSP is beautiful. At first, I was like a little bit on the fence, didn't know if I really liked it, but after I got it, I really love it. So let's get started. I'm going to jump down. Hi, Jamie. You're in Kentucky. Welcome. Let's get started. I'm just going to pop down to my craft table and we will start. Okay, so a couple things. If you're not familiar with my card class kit to go, it's a, I do this weekly. I create 3 cards. You get 6 cards, so that's 2 of each design for making a qualified purchase in my online store, and that's $45. There's a link down below that has all the information to my card class kit to go. And if you're interested, pop on over to my store, and I ship these cards out next Tuesday. So anyways, let's get started. I want to share the 3 cards that I'm doing this week. So this is the one we did on Monday. See this paper? Isn't it beautiful? I love it. This is a very simple card, but it's quite elegant. And these are the textured note dies. They're rectangular dies, and I'll show those to you. They're quite pretty. I love them. And especially because I used to use the deckled rectangle dies all the time, and those were retired. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, I'm so excited. I want to get it. So I just love how you can nest them kind of like this, layer them. It's quite beautiful. And then this actually is the stamp set that we're working with. So textured notes. And I just love the images, how they come out and how they stamp. They're very pretty. And a couple sentiments as well. So that's that. And I did get the suite. Now the suite comes with this mini corrugated 3D embossing folder. So I kind of really like this too. I love all my different embossing folders. But so I've used that in these cards this week. So that's the first card we did Monday. This is the card we're going to do today. And I actually cased this from Mary Deatherage from Stamp-N-Lingers. So I just loved the subtleness of all of this. And then on the inside, I did a little bit of stamping, and I actually used Labeled with Love for this sentiment. But I'm going to change it up a little today. So this is the card we're going to make today. This is the one we're doing on Friday. I did a little bit of casing from these. Remember, this is an online exclusive. So online, they had a couple samples. I did something similar to what was shown online, but just a little bit different. So that will do Friday. So, okay, let's get started. Again, super simple. In your card kit, you're going to get everything you need to do your cards. So I've cut everything. The only thing I don't do is stamping. And I don't do the die cutting if it's the bundle that I'm featuring that week. So you would need to, have these dies or use something similar or just cut a rectangle. You don't have to have the dies. So you've got the inside panel. I've got the designer series paper. This is also die cut from one of the designer series paper. That's the other side. I think that's the one I used on Monday. So I love to stamp on designer series paper. Okay, so let's get started. I'm using pecan pie. I'll put these up a little bit. And I just want to burnish that full score line real good. And then I'm going to, this is super easy, guys. I'm going to adhere this. This is cut to 5.5 by 4.25. And I'm just going to use my glue. This is the other side. Isn't that pretty? I really love the paper. I didn't think I would, but I do. So we're just going to adhere this. You can use your Stampin' Seal if you'd like. I prefer my glue. You guys that watch me regularly know I love my glue. We had that debate at Onstage. Are you a glue girl or a, hi Claudia, are you glue girl or are you a Stampin' Seal girl? So I'm definitely on the glue girl side. So that's that. Now I've already done, you can see I die cut this out with one of the rectangle dies, and then I embossed it with the mini corrugated embossing folder. Now we're just gonna adhere this. Oh yeah, this is the right side. Sometimes I get a little confused. Is that the right side or the wrong side? So I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue on there, and we're gonna just adhere this kind of towards the top and off center. There we go. You're a glue girl too? Jamie, you're a glue girl too? Good. I'm glad I got the glue girls on today. So that's that. And now let's get to some stamping. So we'll stamp this part first. And what I did was I love this image. It reminds me kind of a coaster or maybe a woven placemat. Remember those? Well, I think they still have them around maybe. So I'm using crumb cake, and I'm just going to come in here, ink my image up, and I'm going to stamp it kind of over here to the side. Look how pretty that comes out. Now this will dry up a little bit with lighten up as the ink dries. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so now we're going to, I have to change this out. I need my leaves. Now we're going to stamp, this is the big leaf, and I'm going to do that in Mossy Meadow. Now I love how these images are. You see how it doesn't ink up and you've got some variation in it, so it's not one solid image. So I'm just going to come up here and I'm going to stamp that right about there. Right over that coaster. I'm calling it a coaster. Is this now always your new time for lives? Yes. I do my lives on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11 Eastern Daylight Savings Time. So those are my live days. Sometimes if I can't make it, I just record it and then post it. Like if I've got doctor's appointments or something going on, then I'll record it. But I normally do lives. And when I do my recordings, I don't go back and fix anything. If I make a blunder or, you know, whatever, I just let it go because I don't have time to edit videos. A lot of my Stampin' Up demonstrators do, but I don't. You get me? You get me, the real me. Okay, so now I'm coming in with Old Olive, and I'm just going to stamp the smaller leaf image just right over. I'm going to stamp it twice, once there, and then once down here, just like this. Just want to give it a little bit more. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Okay, let me clean that stamp off. I forgot what I did on the, oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and stamp the inside panel. Yeah, I did. I used both of those colors. I did the similar thing to the front here, but I used the smaller leaf. So we're going to go ahead and do it in Mossy Meadow. Let's just ink that stamp up good. Pull this up here. Do that. And then I'll come in with the Old Olive. We're just going to stamp right over it. Now I really love easy stamping because sometimes when you've got a lot to stamp, if you want to make a lot of cards, this is easy. Plus, I like it because it's quite elegant. Clean that stamp off real good. And now we're going to stamp. So let's put that away. We're going to stamp our sentiment, a little note of appreciation. And I'm using early espresso. So hopefully I put this on straight, but we'll make it as straight as we can. I'm just going to come in here and stamp this. Looks like I'm stamping right on my desktop. There we go. A little bit crooked, but it's okay. See, you don't have to be perfect. That's the whole thing with creating any kind of art, really. That's going to be fine. So let's see. Oh, while we're at it, let's just go ahead and stamp the inside of our card. Now I'm going to use the thank you from the stamp set. So I want to make sure I use that. So again, I'm stamping it in early espresso. I wanted to tie that early espresso in. There we go. Now that's much straighter. Clean that stamp off. Okay. Now let's go ahead and put the rest of this together. Let's do the inside. Guess what? I am going to use my Stampin' Seal. For some reason, the glue on the inside, I don't know. If I'm writing writing a note on the inside of the card, I don't know. So I do use that on the inside. But my little trick is for lining it up, I kind of come up here in the top and then line that border up like that before I put it all the way down. There we go. So you can line it up. Now this, I'm going to do it off center, and I'm going to put that up with some dots or some Stampin' Dimensionals. So let me grab those. Okay, and then I'm going to throw these out. The little backs on this. I find these all over the house. They end up downstairs. Like, how, I ask myself, how did I track these things downstairs? But they get stuck to my shoes or whatnot, and then I'm, oops, I don't know what I did. But we're covering it up, so you're not going to see that. So I'm going to come up here a little bit, just kind of lay that down. And then I'm going to put a little bow, kind of a bow. I'll show you what I'm going to do. It is really crooked. Do you think that's going to bug me? What if I just do it like that? Then you can't tell as much, right? But I'm not gonna. All right, I'm using linen thread. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna wrap it around my fingers 4 times. Okay, and then I'm gonna cut it with my paper snips. Like that. And I'm gonna come off and take it off of my hand. Kind of do a figure 8 with it. A little bit. Let's see, where's the other end? There it is. Okay. There. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of Stampin' Seal on here. Just so I can pop that down. Just like that. And I'll just gonna modify this slightly here. There we go. There. Just like that. And then I'm gonna stick that up on some dimensionals as well. Where did my dimensionals go? They're right over here. Now we can't forget about our bling. Sometimes in my videos, I always forget to add the finishing touches. So let me get this. Oh, these little things, they're hard to get off. Okay. We're just going to put this over here. Now I want to make sure I get it on the thing there. There we go. And I am going to snip this little piece off because it's a little too long for me. There we go. And then last but not least, we're going to add a few of these neutral matte dots. So this actually comes with the suite. And remember, it's online, so if you don't see it, you won't see it in the new catalog. It's an online exclusive. Okay, so I used the pecan pie. So I'm just going to stick a couple of these dots up here. And one big one down here. And there you have it. That is our card for the day. Isn't it pretty though? I really think it's just so pretty. I love the texture. I love the paper. And these stamps are incredible. I really do think that they work so well together. And then you have the inside. So anywho, again, it's about making quick and easy cards this week with the Textured Notes bundle from Stampin' Up. So join me on Friday. I'll be live again at 11 and I'll show you the last card for my weekly card class kit to go. And don't forget, there's a link down below. If you want more information on my weekly card class kit to go, you can click on that link. And by the way, if you're not subscribed to my email, make sure you click the link below to subscribe, because a lot of times I send out specials, and I typically only put those, you know, send it out information on my email list. So join me Friday, and I'll see you guys. Have a good rest of the week. Thanks, Jamie. Bye.